back. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, the tease in my life, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back.
Welcome back. All right, give it a stretch. Oh, it's going to be one of those days. I can just tell. All right. So, welcome back. Untilit.works. Even though this is the first break session of the day, I still want to welcome you back. So, I was here. Everything's ready. Everything's good to go. And I'm like, all right. So the thing is, I had to unplug the setup so that I could test something that I was building for work, because Macs don't have like regular USB inputs. So I had to take my adapter here. And so I was testing a microphone switching thing or whatever. And yeah. And so coming back, then I guess I unplugged the camera. And then so the camera, when I plugged that in, it took out the mic, and there's just a whole lot of stuff. But we're here now. So welcome to untilit.works, a thing I made mostly for myself to be able to work on projects I've been meaning to work on. Because I'm the type of person, if I don't make time, I'll never find time. So by doing untilit.works and being by computer to be able to do these quick live streams, it allows me the opportunity to, work on stuff that I've been meaning to work on. So I just set aside some time and work on stuff. So untilit.works consists of ciphers, and a cipher is a 3-hour block of time. Within each cipher, there are sessions. There's a work session and a break session. Work sessions are like 45 minutes, heads down, working on what you're working on, trying to make some progress on that thing. Break sessions are these, where I'll pop up on the site to remind you to take a break, get up, walk around, drink some water, do what you got to do, but sit here, or maybe sit here and watch me talk about something I found interesting on the internet. The whole point is not to think about a thing that you're just working on. Cool. Yeah, so this is the break session, like I mentioned. Below this video, you'll notice it says you may need to click play to start the stream. And that's because if you ever come to the site in the middle of a break session, the video may look like it's frozen. And that's because browsers don't allow for autoplay video with audio. That's why I've noticed they're saying you may need to click play to start the stream. Next to that is open close caption button. I'm using the speech recognition API that's built into Chrome browsers to turn my speech into text. So if you click that button, a space will open up, and the words I'm saying will hopefully be transcribed accurately and placed in that box. Cool. Below that, there's 2 buttons: add a clip, create a highlight video. They're broken. Don't worry about it. I will get to that at some point. There's a countdown timer, countdown when the next work session will start. And then you can join the room if you like to ask questions or chat or do what you got to do. Cool. That is the break session. Work sessions will look like this. Got a lot of stuff going on here. You know what I'm saying? I got a shed delivered. So that's going to be like my workspace. So hopefully maybe next week, the next break session will be live from the shed. You know what I'm saying? And so we'll see. I'm still trying to get stuff delivered, and there's the whole thing with that, and it's weird. I just don't get it. Like, your job is to like pack stuff and deliver it. So how is there a delay? I don't know. But here's the work session. This is probably what I'm going to be working on, trying to figure out how to get these things I ordered for the shed. But this is what you'll be working on, focusing on whatever you're working on. If you notice over here in the upper right-hand corner, if you check out subscribe, it has a list of all the upcoming ciphers you can subscribe to get notified when we go live. Over on the left-hand side, there's an audio player where you can listen to some music. Here toward the center, there's the do section where it says add a task. You type in your task, hit enter or the plus button. It will then add it to the list. You can edit the task by clicking the text. If you want to delete it, click the X button. If you want to mark it done, click the checkbox and now send it to the section done. If you click that header done, it'll show you all the things you got completed. Now, if you click this Twitter icon, it'll open up Twitter and it'll pre-populate a tweet, hopefully, because Twitter has been, that's a whole nother thing. It'll pre-populate a tweet, hopefully, and listing all the things you got completed with a check mark next to them. So for me, kind of a good visual way of saying like, oh, I got some stuff done, feeling good going to the week. Over in the right-hand column, we have a countdown timer, countdown when the next break session happens. Again, that's like 15 minutes after the hour. View tutorials. So if you don't have a thing or an it that you wanted to work on, but you heard, web development sounds pretty cool, but you don't know where to get started. I have links to Free Code Camp and the Odin Project. And from what I've seen from the curriculum and what people have told me about it, I think if you complete those programs, at the end, you'll have a good understanding of what it takes to do web development. And then from there, you can make an educated decision on whether or not you want to spend more time and or money in pursuing it. So those are there. Now, let's say you're already into web development, but you're just looking for maybe a spark of creativity. You're looking for something, to maybe start, be able to finish, and maybe get the creative juices going throughout that. And maybe you can extend it or do something totally new. I have links to 3 tutorials that go to the Vonage developer platform. And I'm a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage. So part of my responsibilities are look over tutorials. So for example, one of them is you follow the tutorial, you have this application where you put in your input, there's an input box and a button. You put your home phone number in the input box. You hit that call button. It will then ring your real world phone and you can have a conversation back and forth between the browser and the phone. Then I have one of the opposite where you get a virtual number and from Vonage, and you link that to the application that you create following the tutorial. From your real world phone, you can call that virtual number and answer in the browser and have a conversation back and forth. There's one where 2 users log in to an application you create following that tutorial, and one can call the other through the browser and have a conversation. So those are there. All right. It's really rough skin here. It's weird. All right. Cool. So yeah, so those are tutorials. Hako will come back to show and tell sign up. If you want to come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet, feel free to do so. Show and tell sign up will walk you through that process. Now, Hako stands for help a coder / creator out. There's a thing I made that if you ever get stuck working on a project or maybe you want feedback on something, you can create a Hako, which is like a room. They can then invite people into the room, and the hope is that collectively you'll be able to come up with the solution or the feedback on thing that you're working on. So if you click view, it'll show you all the different Hakos that have been created. You can click the creator's name to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on where they logged in with, to check out the profile to see whether or not you'd like to request to join the room. I also added a keyword filtering here to the side. So if there's something specific you're looking for, maybe it's under the filter there. Cool. Now, when you click create a Hako, you're presented with this form. You put in the title, 3 keywords that maybe help somebody find it. Hit create. It'll then present you, it'll get you a link here. You can then copy the URL and then you can click to share to Twitter. When you join your Hako, it looks like this. We got the title here at the top. Over the right-hand side, you can log out. You can open the menu for some more options. We got text chat here to the right. To the left, there's another countdown timer, counting when the next break session happens. Again, 15 minutes after the hour. You can copy the URL again, and you can click to share to Twitter. Now, when someone clicks your link, they just don't automatically join your room. They're requesting to join your room. So they'll show up under pending. You can then click the username to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on where they logged in with, to check out the profile to see whether or not you'd like to let that person into your room. And then so you can approve or deny them. Now, if you do approve them and they turn out to be a terrible person, you can always ban them. Cool. Now, you as the owner of the Hako, only you can share your screen. Because the point, again, for the Hako is for you to be able to get help or feedback on a thing that you're working on. So I think by being able to share your screen, you'll be able to provide the context to the other folks because they're seeing what you're seeing. And in that way, I think you'll be able to get better help or feedback on a thing that you're working on. Cool. Now, the way you communicate through the Hako is we have a text chat here, like I mentioned before. You can type in your message here, hit send. It'll add to the list of messages. I also add the ability to enable audio chat. So anybody who has their audio chat enabled will be able to speak to and hear each other. But don't worry for the folks who don't have audio chat enabled. They'll still be able to follow along because what people are saying will be turned into text and put into the text chat. I also have the opposite available where you enable text-to-speech. So if you're not looking at the text chat, you'll still be able to follow along because messages put in the text chat will be read out aloud by your browser. And then, you can check out all the different Hakos that have been created. Cool. That is pretty much it. Yes. Let me get y'all back to work because there's a bunch of stuff I'm trying to get to. So, trying to track down what is happening with this order that I placed. So, side note, it was supposed to be delivered same day. I'm like, oh, dope. And I paid for shipping for that, right? cool. Because I wasn't able to, like, I don't think I'd be able to fit it in my vehicle. You know what I'm saying? At least not easily. So I'm like, all right, cool. Have them deliver it. No problem. It didn't come that day. Then I waited like another day, like yesterday. Or yeah. I think it's like Friday. Yeah. Like so yeah, Saturday, nothing. I reach out to them. The thing just says delayed. Nobody can help me. Nobody knows what's happening. It's literally at a store. You just gotta deliver it. I can go and pick it up or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, what's going on? So they're going to escalate it or something. I don't know. So that's just a thing I'm going to have to try and figure out. And hopefully there's like a holiday tomorrow. I don't know if they're going to be open. So I don't even know if that's going to happen. So, and then the thing I did order that was supposed to be shipped, right? It said Monday. Now they're telling me Tuesday. So I'm like, I'm not going to deal with these people anymore. It's been a terrible, my first time dealing with these people. And this is the experience. And it's not great. So, but speaking of great though, I want to send you all off with this traveling music. This right here is from one of my favorite producers of all time. This is Nujabes. The track is featuring Apani B. The track is called Thank You, because thanks for hanging out. See you 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity. All right? Y'all be easy. Thanks. Peace.
Let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing up to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing up to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing up to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing up to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me.